The router comes with a USB power brick, LAN cable, USB cable and paperwork. Connecting to the router and using the UI was very simple and easy, as was connecting to surrounding open Wi-Fi networks to provide firewall protection to my devices. Using WireGuard for VPN protocol is recommended as I got more than 80 Mbit speeds to my home server when transferring files. The UI was very snappy and there was a lot of RAM remaining for running web servers and other programs such as transmission, Slate dashboard and more. Then USB port and card SL. The only downside is that it requires external power from either a power bank, the USB brick or a laptop, but when traveling you usually have those things with you, so it is not a big deal in reality. The USB port can be used to pass through power to charge say a phone, so the router can be in line when charging, letting you use the phone charger to power the router. I had a rough start with the device, but now it's running perfectly. I've velcroed it to a similarly sized battery pack, keeping green. It's also on Amazon, and now have the perfect, as portable as possible travel router / recharge station / media server / VPN router. Super happy. My only issue is this thing takes a while to boot, so if it looks like it's not starting up, just give it a few minutes. I was looking for a device that would enable me to connect 2 or 3 devices each other via 1 gigabit per second LAN into the internet via USB tethering from my smartphone. Bonus points for also providing a Wi-Fi LAN. Double bonus points for also supporting internet failover between wired WAN and USB tethering. Well, that's just a small part of the potential functionality offered by Slate. Initial setup did require a wired Ethernet connection, which is fine. After a firmware update, I connected my smartphone, LG V35 on AT&T, via USB cable, enabled USB tethering on the phone, and the connection showed up immediately in the Slate UI. I could then unplug the wired Ethernet connection and still access the internet. What surprised me was that I was still accessing the internet from over my home, not mobile, ISP. Turns out that my smartphone was still on my home's Wi-Fi. I guess it makes sense since I never turned it off. I switched Wi-Fi off on my phone and confirmed that I was then accessing the internet over my phone's mobile data connection. I plugged the Ethernet cable back into the Slate while pinging 8. After dropping at most 1 ping, I was back online via my home LAN. Unplugged the Ethernet cable, and after at most 1 lost packet, I was back on mobile data confirmed by somewhat greater latency and a change in my public IP address, e.g., Google for What's My IP. Impressive functionality, for such a small and inexpensive device. Not sure why I would need this, but I could use Slate to add a couple of wired Ethernet ports to my car via my AT&T Car Connect access point. Crazy. There are loads of other uses for this thing. Can't believe that I survived so long without it. Smile. Click link in description for more reviews.